Hello, my dear, welcome back. Have you ever noticed that we only start looking for our favorite sweater once the first cold breeze hits? Human psychology works exactly the same way. We don't crave what is always within reach. We crave what feels like a rare, precious resource. Today, we aren't just talking about playing games. We are diving into the neurobiology of longing. I'm going to show you how to shift from being the one who pursues to being the one who is prized. If you want him to check his phone every time it pings, hoping it's you, stay tuned. We're getting smart, we're getting scientific, and we're getting results. To understand how to make someone miss you, you have to understand the reward system in the brain. Research in behavioral psychology, specifically B.F. Skinner's work on operant conditioning, shows that intermittent reinforcement is the strongest way to create a habit. If you are always available, always texting back in seconds, always saying yes to last-minute dates, you become a predictable reward. Predictability is the death of desire. When you become unpredictable, his brain actually releases more dopamine because it's trying to figure out the pattern. Stop being the guaranteed dopamine hit. When you pull back slightly, you create a value gap. You aren't being mean. You are simply becoming a high-value mystery that his brain feels compelled to solve. Think of it like a Netflix cliffhanger. He can't stop thinking about you because the story of your day isn't fully written for him yet. This transition from available to aspirational is where the magic of missing someone begins. Psychologist Bluma Zeigarnik discovered that people remember uncompleted or interrupted tasks better than completed ones. This is known as the Zeigarnik Effect. In dating, if you provide total closure and dump your entire emotional state on him every day, there's no mental loop left open. To make him miss you, you need to leave some loops open. This means ending the conversation first when it's at its peak. Don't wait for the energy to die down or for him to stop replying. Send a final high-energy text like, "I've got to run to a meeting, but that story was hilarious. Tell me the rest later." And then actually go dark for a few hours because the interaction was left unfinished at a high point. His brain will keep circling back to you to get that feeling of completion. You are literally occupying real estate in his mind without saying a single word. Social psychology introduces a concept called self-expansion theory, which suggests that people are attracted to those who can help them expand their own identities and experiences. When you are hyper-focused on him, your world shrinks and you become less attractive because there is no newness to offer. To make him miss you, you must re-expand your own world. Go do something that has nothing to do with him. Take that pottery class, visit that new cafe, or dive into a book that challenges your perspective. When he sees or senses that you are growing and evolving independently of him, it triggers a fear of missing out, FOMO. He starts to wonder, who is this version of her that I don't know yet? Missing someone is often just a byproduct of realizing that the person is moving forward and you want to be part of that momentum. The contrast principle states that we don't perceive things in isolation, but in comparison to what came before. If you have been very present, a sudden graceful vanishing creates a vacuum. This isn't about the silent treatment, which is toxic. This is about strategic silence. Research on the scarcity heuristic shows that humans place a higher value on things that are perceived as being in short supply. By shifting your focus back to your own life, your career, your fitness, your friends, and you naturally become scarce. When you finally do reach out or respond, that interaction has 10 times the impact because it is no longer a commodity, it's an event. Silence is the canvas upon which he paints his own feelings for you. Without the silence, he has no room to realize how much he enjoys your noise. To make him miss you, you have to master how memories are stored. Nobel laureate Daniel Kahneman's peak end rule suggests that people don't remember the total sum of an experience. Instead, they remember the most intense point, the peak and the very end. If your last few interactions were heavy, stressful, or ended in a see you whenever shrug, that is the flavor he associates with you. To flip the script, you need to create a positive peak and then exit gracefully. During your next interaction, be your most radiant, witty, and charming self for exactly 20 minutes, then find a genuine reason to leave or end the call while the laughter is still in the air. By cutting the experience at the end of a peak, his brain categorizes you as a high reward stimulus. When you aren't there the next day, his brain will literally crave a repeat of that specific emotional high. You aren't just a person he knows, you become a mood he wants to get back to. There is a psychological phenomenon known as the IKEA Effect, which suggests that we value things more when we have put labor into them. If you are doing all the planning, all the texting, and all the emotional heavy lifting, he hasn't built anything. Consequently, he doesn't value the relationship as much because his investment is zero. To make him miss you, you have to stop over-functioning. Step back and create a vacuum that he has to fill. Let him suggest the place. Let him initiate the good morning text. When he puts in the effort to reach you, he is subconsciously telling himself, I must really like her because I'm putting in all this work. The more he invests, the more he will miss you during the gaps because he is now emotionally and cognitively all in. In evolutionary psychology, social proof is a powerful driver of attraction. We are naturally drawn to what others find valuable. If your entire world revolves around him, you appear to have low social demand. However, when he sees you out with friends, thriving in your community, or being celebrated in your professional circle, it triggers a pre-selection response. He sees that you are wanted by the world at large, not necessarily in a romantic way, but in a social and energetic way. This creates a healthy level of competitive anxiety. He realizes that your time is a limited resource that many people are vying for. Seeing you thrive without him doesn't push him away. It acts as a magnetic pull. It reminds him that being in your orbit is a privilege, not a right. When he's sitting at home and sees you're out living a vibrant, full life, the missing kicks in because he realizes the parade is moving on and he wants to be the one holding the lead banner. One of the most powerful drivers in human decision-making is loss aversion, a concept pioneered by psychologists Amos Tversky and Daniel Kahneman. It suggests that the pain of losing something is twice as powerful as the joy of gaining something. When you are always there, he feels he has gained you, but when you pull back and focus on your own growth, he begins to perceive the loss of your attention. This triggers a self-correction phase in his mind. He starts to replay your recent interactions, wondering if he did something wrong or if he's losing his grip on your heart. This mental tension is exactly what creates the missing sensation. He isn't just missing your texts, he's missing the validation he felt when he had your full attention. By allowing him to feel the risk of losing you, you force him to reevaluate your worth and realize that your presence in his life is a luxury he can't afford to lose. In the age of social media, your absence isn't just about silence, it's about curated presence. If you go completely dark, digital ghosting, he might just assume you're bored or depressed. But if you are digital radiant, posting a high-quality, modern rococo, aesthetic photo of your evening, a snippet of a book you're reviewing, or a video of you laughing with friends, without mentioning him or tagging him, you create a visual dissonance. He sees you, but he doesn't have you. He can view your life through a screen, but he isn't the one experiencing it with you. This creates a psychological itch that he can only scratch by reaching out. You are showing him that your life is a beautiful movie and he's currently just an audience member rather than the leading man. This realization is the ultimate catalyst for him to pick up the phone and try to win back his spot in the front row. Finally, the most important research-backed secret to making him miss you is state-dependent memory. If your energy is desperate or anxious, he will sense that through your digital footprint or the tone of your voice. However, if you cognitively reframe your period of absence as a season of self-mastery, your vibration changes. When you truly feel elegant, confident, and full on your own, you project a different frequency. This isn't just woo-woo science, it's about micro-expressions and vocal prosody. When you eventually do speak to him, the lack of neediness in your voice will be jarring to him in the best way possible. He will miss the old you who was easy to predict, and he will be absolutely captivated by the new you who seems to have found a secret source of happiness that doesn't involve him. Nothing makes a man more homesick for your presence than realizing you are perfectly happy without it. At the end of the day, making someone miss you isn't about manipulation, it's about recentering. When you stop being a satellite orbiting his planet and start being your own sun, the gravity naturally shifts. You become the center of your own universe, and that is the most magnetic quality a woman can possess. You aren't waiting for a text. You're too busy building an empire, a hobby, or a friendship. If you're ready to stop being the one who waits and start being the one who is sought after, type "I am the prize" in the comments below. I'll see you in the next video. Stay elegant, stay smart, and keep thriving. If this resonated with you, share this video with one friend who needs to hear that she is the prize. Why? Because high-value women lift other women up. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.